Hi guys, my name is Ian Fernandez, and today we are going over Neo4j, the graph database. A graph database basically differs from a normal SQL database. In the sense, an SQL database stores data using SQL queries and various tables. While a graph database like Neo4j stores everything in the form of nodes. This is the official Neo4j website. If you want, you can simply go into deployment center to see how to get Neo4j running on your system. And it also supports various tools, even npm packages as well as Java packages. Neo4j is a database primarily written in Java and is used by various companies all over the world, such as Walmart, UBS, BMW. All these various brands use Neo4j in order to get relational data. Relation data in the sense, assume I'm working in Facebook and I want to find out how two people are friends. Using normal SQL queries, it will have to be tens of tables being joined together using the various SQL queries. But in a graph-based database such as Neo4j, I can automatically get the various relations such as whose friend am I, whose photos have I liked. All this data can be easily structured in a graph-based database like Neo4j. In order to deploy Neo4j, you can either install a Linux application or you can run it on Docker. Right now, I have a running Docker instance, and this is the browser. It is running on localhost 7474, and this is called as a Cipher tool. Cipher is basically the terminal tool used in order to query Neo4j from the browser. So let's get started. For my first query, I will create two people. A1 and A2 are basically the variable names. A1 is like say a variable, and I assigned a variable to a structure called person, and name of the person is Sean. Same way, I create a variable A2 which has a structure of person and a variable name is Jeffen. I run this query. So I simply created two people, Jeffen and Sean. Now in the next query, I create a set of movies. Movie title M1, Dil Bichara, released in year 2020, and movie Django Unchained, released in the year 2012. If I simply run this command, I end up creating two different sets of movies. Now, if I want to make a person as an actor in a movie, I have to run this command. Using the match command, I can basically assign a person to a movie. I basically take the variable names A1 and M1 and acted in as the actual relation used in this instance. By running this command, I essentially make it such that Sean was acting in the movie Dil Bichara while Jeffin was in Django Unchanged. Now simply in order to query all these relations between the people and the movie, I have to run match. The match command basically finds all the people who have acted in a movie and it returns the variable names. So as I can see, I basically created a graph. I can see Jeffin has acted in Django and Sean has acted in Dil Bichara. This is a very simplified version of a graph. You can also view it in a table format or in a text format. But for the sake of simplicity, we are viewing it in the graph format. In real life applications, the graph will be much more complex than this. It could have hundreds of nodes and thousands of relationships between each node. This is a very simplified model and it was designed in order to show you the basics. Neo4j is open source, written in Java, and you can always see the code. By learning Neo4j, you can basically even create AI-based applications. RAG instances can basically query relational data in order to find context while running an LLM. This is one of the reasons why graph databases have skyrocketed in popularity over the years. My name is Ian Fernandez, and thank you for listening.